Hello YouTube, this is Dr. Ron W. Satz, founder and chair of the International Society of Unified Science and president of TransPower Corporation, a commercial and custom software manufacturing and certified systems engineering company. I work as a systems and mechanical engineer and theoretical physicist. Today, as usual, I'm going to talk about the reciprocal system. Very interesting topics today. We have the electrical theory of matter has been proven to be wrong, despite what all the hack professors around the country are still teaching the conventional theories of chemical bonding. It's dead wrong. And then after that, we'll talk about time travel and the reciprocal system versus that in quantum mechanics. So let's take a look at the Science Daily article. This is pretty amazing. It's actually very amazing. It says here, this is again from Science Daily, December 19, 2013. All good research breaks new ground, but rarely does the research unearth truths that challenge the foundation of a science. That's what chemists have now done. Scientists have compressed sodium chloride, rock salt, to form new compounds. So let's just scroll down here. This paper is titled Unexpected Stable Stoichiometries of Sodium Chlorides. And let's just look at this. The author says, Ganov says, I think this work is the beginning of a revolution in chemistry. We found at low pressures achievable in the lab, perfectly stable compounds that contradict the classical rules of chemistry. If you apply the rather modest pressure of 200,000 atmospheres for comparison purposes, the pressure at the center of the Earth is 3.6 million atmospheres, everything we know from chemistry textbooks falls apart. So this is interesting. I'm just going down a little bit here. It says, we found crazy compounds that violate textbook rules. NaCl3, NaCl7, Na3Cl2, Na2Cl, and Na3Cl. Says Y. Zhang, the lead author and visiting scholar at the Oganov Lab and Stony Brook Center for Materials by Design, directed by Oganov. These compounds are thermodynamically stable and once made remain indefinitely. Nothing will make them fall apart. Classical chemistry forbids their very existence. Classical chemistry also says atoms try to fulfill the octet rule. Elements gain or lose electrons to attain an electron configuration of the nearest noble gas with complete outer electron shells that make them very stable. Well, here that rule is not satisfied. So isn't that amazing? And my response is, the reciprocal system does not use the, quote, ionic theory or, quote, covalent theory to explain chemical bonding. Charges are not involved. Interatomic equilibrium results from equality between the outward gravitational force inside unit distance, and the inward progression of space-time inside unit distance. The reciprocal system database, that's the microcosmos database that I wrote, has complete information on the valences of all elements. So again, the electrical theory of matter has been proven wrong, but your hack college professors are still teaching it. Probably will keep teaching it for the next 100 years or more. But they're dead wrong. All right, let's move on to the second topic here, time travel and the reciprocal system versus that in quantum mechanics. And again, we'll take a look at Science Daily. This is December 8th, 2013. It says here, in summary, popular television shows such as Doctor Who have brought the idea of time travel into the vernacular of popular culture. The problem of time travel is even more complicated than one might think. Scientists have now shown that it would theoretically be possible for time travelers to copy quantum data from the past. Well, that's kind of dubious. We'll just scroll down here. The question is, and here's the grandfather paradox. The question is, how would you have existed in the first place to go back in time and kill your grandfather, said Mark Wilde, an LSU assistant professor with a joint appointment to the Department of Physics and Astronomy and with the Center for Computation Technology. It says here that Deutsch solved the grandfather paradox originally using a slight change to quantum theory, proposing that you could change the past as long as you did so in a self-consistent manner. Now look, this is crackpot nonsense. So let's go back. I'm going to explain this in the reciprocal system. In our sector of the universe, the material sector, we travel in coordinate space. In the other half of the universe, the cosmic sector, which is inverse to our sector, not anti to our sector, the observers there travel in coordinate time. So time travel is possible. Motion in coordinate time in our sector does occur at high velocities. This is time dilation. The coordinate time adds to the clock time. For speeds between 1c and 2c, the intermediate or transition zone, the motion is in coordinate time. The velocity equation S over t inverse to t over s. Outward in time is inward in space, and so atoms in the intermediate region move closer together, changing the space location. This is the explanation of the high densities of white dwarfs, pulsars, quasars, and galactic cores. We say that galactic cores are white dwarf cores, not black holes. It's therefore not possible in our sector to go back to the exact same space location at an earlier time simultaneously. Likewise, it's not possible in the cosmic sector to go back to the exact same time location at an earlier space location. The logical contradictions that would ensue if this were possible are therefore entirely avoided by the reciprocal system. So, study the reciprocal system and prove it for yourself. The simplest possible treatment is my book, The Unmysterious Universe. The most advanced treatment is my software ebook, Existence and Interactions, a computational treatise of the reciprocal system, the true theory of everything. And if you want to apply the reciprocal system in your science or engineering practice, then please obtain my 2 database modules, the Reciprocal System Microcosmos database and the Reciprocal System Macrocosmos database. All of these works are available from Amazon.com or transpowercorp.com. You can also make donations to the International Society of Unified Science via Patreon. We do accept PayPal, incidentally. So that wraps it up for today. Hope you liked it. Thanks for your attention.